Fountains of Paradise by Arthur C. Clarke. Most people will consider this his greatest novel, but I really don't see why. As the novel opens, we learn that Dr. Morgan, an engineer, is traveling to the fictional island of Tropobane to build an elevator to the stars. The only problem is, the ideal place for this elevator is in a sacred monk temple. But on a whole, that's what this novel's main plot is. How is Dr. Morgan going to convince the monks to leave and build his elevator to the stars? Going into this novel, I had really great expectations. Around this time last year, I read 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I was so immersed in the characters and the stories. But this book just bored me. Some of the characters felt really flat. To me, it felt like Arthur C. Clarke just put them in the novel to create a problem for Dr. Morgan, and after that, you really heard nothing else from him for the rest of the novel. Another thing that I really didn't like about the novel was there was really no backstory whatsoever to Dr. Morgan. Every now and again, you would get a snippet of something that happened before his travels to Tropobane. I know a lot of writers don't like to put backstory into the novels because they believe it takes away from the main plot. If there was some backstory as to why Dr. Morgan became an engineer, then this book probably wouldn't have been as boring for me as it was. If not for the last 100 or so pages, I probably wouldn't have finished this book. The book is split into 5 different sections, and the last section of the book is set years in the future after the elevator has been constructed, and something happens to the elevator and Dr. Morgan has to go up and fix it. Now, I'm not going to say what happens or what he has to do, but to me, the ending of the book is better than the whole rest of the book combined. Compared to the other Arthur C. Clarke material that I've read, this book just really didn't stand out to me like the other ones did. Perhaps it was the lack of backstory or the flat characters. I really don't know why I didn't like this book. It could have just been because I thought it was boring. But for a book that won the Nebula and the Hugo Awards in the same year for the best novel, I mean, it could have gave me more. I'm not saying that it's a horrible book. I've read some really freaking horrible books. This book isn't great either. I would put it somewhere in the middle. Those are my thoughts on Fountains of Paradise by Arthur C. Clarke. If you like this video and would like to see more book reviews in the future, please give this video a like. Also, if you've read the book and you thought it was okay, good, bad, please leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of it. Until next time.